Since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. Off we go here in Baltimore. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's the rookie, Nicholas Singleton. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
From the gun, here's Ward. That one caught is Jimray DK. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. First down for Tennessee. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Forced out wide. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
Ward going to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They snap it to Ward. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have that that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Pick by Malachi starts.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Second down. Jackson. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Third and long for Jackson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Joshua Williams. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Joey Sly on now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Brought down back at the 27.
Off the play fake. Jackson moving to his right. He's going to carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Titans have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And you talk about the perfect first quarter. The offense has been doing their job. Now the defense joins the scoring party. Both sides of the ball contributing to the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is what every coach dreams about, Mike. The opportunity to play complementary football. The offense comes out, they do their part. Now the defense is getting to the scoring mix. When both sides can complement one another and contribute and impact the game to this level, man, that is a recipe for success.
14. Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Avante Turpin on the return. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
The tackle by Anthony Hill. yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run a toss play, and it's 4. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to the 22.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll air it out deep. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Here's a screen set up for 4. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. And that's going to be enough for a first down. Taking this to the 34.
So it's actually been a really nice job here on backed up offense. So, Mike, when we used to put in backed up offense, the #1 rule, get 1 first down. So mission accomplished there. Then you want to get enough yards that even if you do have to punt, you can flip the field position. So after that second first down, they've got a nice drive going here.
Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. 2nd and 10. They'll run with 4. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
1st and 10.
Really nice job at his running back here, Mike. I don't think this play was blocked particularly well. I think it was a combination of his patience and then his speed around the left side to not only pick up the first down, but pick up good yardage while he was at it.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. And the rush, too strong. They're in a flash for the sack. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. That'll be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
In a 4th down.
On now, the rookie out of Michigan State, Ryan Eckley, to punt for Baltimore. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Ward. There's a short one taken in by Helm. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level. They could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the... the first quarter of play. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Ward. Oh, that one intercepted. Picked off by Travarius Ward. And the Ravens are going to take possession.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll let this one go deep. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
On the coverage.
A run straight ahead. That's 4. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now give running left with Singleton. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Ward. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Flush to his right. And he's going to have a 1st down. Well done. Scramble for a gain of 10 to move the chains.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Singleton. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
9 yards from the end zone for second down and goal. Here's Ward. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Jim DK. Touchdown Titans. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Slides at the point, up and good. And the Titans will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Up to the line, got some work to do now. It is second and long.
Brings up second and 20 at the 25-yard line.
Off play action, he'll set up to throw. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Here's Ryan Eckley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. On play action, it's Ward. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Throwing is Ward. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. That's caught once again by Helm. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection and another first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
again is Ward. He pulls it in around the 5.
Ward's pass complete to Carnell Tate. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll give this to Singleton, running right. Space to run inside the 20. And he will score! Nick Singleton. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
Joey Sly lining up.
Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. He'll get that out wide to Ford. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
On 2nd down, Jackson again. This one intercepted. Picked off by Joshua Williams. And the Titans will have great field position right around midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On 1st down, Ward. Over the middle, he's got Tate.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Center leads him up for 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Ward. Loading up, launching downfield. That is hard. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
Both pre-snap and post-snap is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Now, some of these old-school analysts and coaches, they might sit up here, Mike, and say, you know, why are you lining in the shotgun inside the 5? But depending on your system, when they want to spread you out on the goal line and make you defend every blade of grass, the ability to be in the gun really helps tie the run game and the pass game. This time they decide to keep it on the ground, but don't be surprised as this game goes on. If they're in this situation again, they've got a good complementary pass.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Jackson looking to throw. Rolling right. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson, this a design run. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Jackson now, forced to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be marked down. It's close to a 1st down. A little bit short. Still some work to do with 3rd down coming up. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this 1st half. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Throwing Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Escaping to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the 1st half of play. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That one out wide to 4. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Throw here's down the field. Will fall incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
3rd and short, Jackson. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. On the run to the right. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. Gunnar held. Touchdown Titans. His 4th TD grab of the season. Sly now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Titans continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Walker. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This throw right is taken in by Flowers.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle them short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Could not connect with Robinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. the gun, Ward. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Throwing, Ward. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On fourth down, Ward. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. That's caught once again by Hill. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 21, here's second and 8. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And he'll get this ahead to about the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
Here's a third down and 4. Now Jackson. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL. And they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
Now, first down throw for Ward. That's complete to DK. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 22 now, here's second and 7. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And is holding left side by Tate. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third down.
To throw is Ward. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here we go on fourth with Ward. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Oh my goodness, it's fourth down. You've got your hands on the ball in the end zone. You've got to pull it in. Even if you know the contact's coming, that is a catch you've got to have.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This one tapped forward on the pop pass. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. He'll go up top with this one. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 38 yards.
First down.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Jackson up top again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
It's 4th down.
Now Jackson on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. On 1st down, Ward. And he's taken down up past the 35. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st down, Tennessee.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 2nd down, here's Ward. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. That is brought in. And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing again is Ward. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. That is Trey Hendrickson. He gets in for the sack, number 85 in his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Second and long coming up. Here's Ward. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. Third down coming up. Now it's Ward. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Taking a shot downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get back to Tez Walker. And it's going to bring up 4th down. To throw is Jackson. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On 1st down, it's Ward. Open man is Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. 1st down for Tennessee. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Like somebody moved early up front. Play fake. Now Ward to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll take this one in. Cam Ward. Touchdown, Tennessee. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They go three tight ends here on first and 10. Jackson. And he could have thrown it away. Instead, he does get positive yardage out of it. That's a pickup of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Second down. Jackson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Fox.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
On first and 10, Ward. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. Out of the gun, Ward. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
To throw on second down is Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Titans will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Fox. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They'll start on the ground with Singleton. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward.
placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Wolf. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's a big one for Tennessee. 35 yards. Now, first down throw for Ward. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify it. I mean, to have this type of lead in the fourth quarter and still continue to air it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Darnell Tate, touchdown Titans. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second and 10. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. To the 45. Down inside the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens will get just a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. Well, they at least had to try it, but the return team is ready for it and secures possession.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On the handoff, running left is Singleton. He'll be slowed up and taken down. This play goes nowhere. Stuffed behind the line for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield.
I love blitzing defensive backs. So when they blitz the corner, Mike, they call it a cat pressure. He's the corner cat. Man, it's so hard for the offense to get a beat on him. Who's accounting for him? And in this case, nobody was.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll let this go deep. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just no way.
And he has a nice job to avoid the initial wave, but they finally get there to bring him down behind the line.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Here we go. One final play. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. They're able to build on the solid performance.